When do you grit and when do you quit? I like that phrase, right? When to grit, when to quit. I didn't make that up. I heard that in a book. But like, how do you know when, like, I mean, let's say you've been working at wholesaling for 2 years and like you've just not made any money, or you've been trying to flip for 2 years, 3 years. At what point, how do you know you've done enough that it just is not going to work out for you? You don't have the personality or the luck or whatever.
That's a great question. And I love that grit concept. I think the Angela Duckworth grit book is one of my favorites from last year. I think if you're doing the right things, if you're taking the right actions with the right consistency, I don't see a way that you can honestly fail.
Yeah.
So there must be something in your process or something that you're doing that is not creating the results that you want. And so before throwing in the towel, I would definitely get with somebody who's more successful than you. BiggerPockets is a great, not just to keep plugging this platform, but
now keep going.
Concept. Keep going. This concept of a nationwide network is something that I've been formulating in my head of where I kind of saw a turn in my own business is this nationwide network of investors. When I can call somebody in Portland and talk business about fix and flip, it's different than sitting down and talking to someone, across the coffee table here in Denver, because I'm not a threat to the guy in Portland. I mean, technically I'm not a threat to the guy in Denver either. There's enough business to go around. But when you can sit down and have a phone conversation with somebody who can open up their entire books and say, this is exactly what I'm doing. This is exactly who I'm mailing. This is what I'm sending. It's huge. And so I would recommend, before throwing in the towel, try and get help inside your processes, because it could be as simple as, oh, you're mailing the wrong list or you're talking to the wrong people.
Yeah. No, that's really, really great advice. And I would say I concur. I've had some of the smartest people on the planet supposedly tell me to quit, early in on the business. And I knew, that I would be successful despite what they thought. And so, that's not always true, but, as long as you continue to make headway and progress, I just can't see failure as an option. But that's me, right? I mean,
I think a lot of people who, like you mentioned this word process, and I love that. It's one of my favorite words, like my favorite concept, right? Like everything comes down to a process that we do, right? Everything in our life is like a process. Like you don't have a six pack because you're not doing the right process, right? And not you. I mean, you have an amazing six pack.
Obviously
seen it, but you don't have a six pack because you're not doing the right process. You're not a successful wholesaler or a flipper or a rental owner because you're not doing the right process. So get that process nailed down and figure out, why are you not doing the process correctly? Like, how many deals are you offering on? Oh, none. Well, weird. You didn't get any accepted because you didn't offer on any. Like, how many did you analyze? Oh, you didn't analyze any? Well, of course you didn't offer any because you didn't, it's like these processes that anyway, so I think that's perfect. Get with somebody else who can expose what you're doing wrong in the process. And
I mean, this isn't rocket science. I mean, there's formulas out there of how to create a successful, whatever, wholesaling business, fix and flip, whatever you want to do. If you're not having success, there's something wrong with what you're doing, first of all. And then people I think they throw in the towel too early. I mean, if they're going 2 years with no results, they should have, a year and a half ago got help.
Yep.